Look.
Ding, 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 ding. Fifers arriving. Welcome to the Fifers DD991 podcast. I'm Rocky. Here's Gilly, Little Tate, Thumper, and Mick. And today we're going to talk about whatever the heck we want to talk about. And to start it off is whoever wants the heck to start first. Proceed.
All right, here, people.
Did you want to start with the charter?
Yeah, I'll start with yeah.
Hey, Gilly. Hey, everyone that's watching. I got to step away for a little bit, and I'll be back as soon as I can. I'm at a car show right now, still working. So I'll talk to everyone as soon as I get back. I'll talk to you guys later.
Later,
right,
brother.
That's it.
Bye.
All right, here. Has everyone heard? I'm sure, Mick, have you heard about the boat captain, charter captain, right? That what nuts?
I think he went offline because he dumped off.
Oh, okay. Well, this is for everybody out there that has not seen this shit.
Viewer discretion advised.
Were you out the other morning?
What, like 5 in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cussing me out?
Nah, that was the dude in that boat. Probably. Were you the one that came through the middle of the bridge? Was that you?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I was here, but you ran in front of the other dude over there.
You were cussing me out, dude.
Bro, you ran right through the middle of the bridge while we were all fishing.
In the middle of the fucking night, the guy didn't have any lights on.
Bro, we were all fishing here.
He didn't have any lights on.
All right, bro. I'm not gonna do this with you, bro. I'm not gonna fucking do this with you, bro. Like, it's not the right time, bro.
You know the laws?
Bro, you can't come flying through the middle of the fucking bridge, bro.
Bullshit. Yes, I can.
All right, bro. What are you trying to do, bro?
What am I trying to
What are you trying to do, bro?
You want to fucking go?
I don't want to fucking go. I want you to get the fuck out of here.
Big tough guy?
Tough guy? You pulled up on me, motherfucker.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about it?
Nah, shit. I'm fishing, you fucking... Like, bro, get out of here. Like, what? What are you trying to do? Act like a tough guy in front of your buddies?
No, I'm not. Dude, all these motherfuckers know I'm tough, motherfucker.
Bro, all right, bro.
You know what?
Get going, bro.
We're all fucking war veterans. We're all raised.
Well, thank you for your service, bro.
And you're gonna talk shit.
Thank you for your service, bro. But that doesn't give you the right.
Million pussy ass fuck.
All right, bro. All right, whatever. I appreciate you for your service, bro. But you don't got to run through the middle of the bridge, bro.
Dude, if your guy doesn't have his fucking lights
That's
on,
not my guy, bro. That's just another fucking dude, bro.
you have to have lights on.
My lights were on, bro.
Motherfucking lights.
My lights were on.
Somebody hits you, guess what the fuck happens? You die, nothing happens to me.
Right, okay, bro. Keep thinking that.
No, that's the fucking truth, dude.
All right, bro. Keep thinking that.
Put your fucking lights on.
Bro, my lights were on. I wasn't sitting there. Okay, that's not my dude, bro.
Cuss me the fuck out for it.
Bro, I said, bro, you almost fucking hit him. The other dude was fucking cussing you out.
I almost hit him because he didn't have his motherfucking lights on.
Bro, you shouldn't come flying through the middle of the bridge. You know people fish here, bro.
Dude,
I'm sorry, man. I don't know if that's what you want to hear, bro.
yeah, you should apologize, motherfucker.
But, bro,
You're on the water more than you can possibly fathom in your wild motherfucking dream.
me too, bro. I'm out here all the time, bro.
I'm 300 days a year on the motherfucking water.
All right,
Every
bro.
day, I'm the best charter captain you'll ever meet in your motherfucking life.
All right, bro.
If you cuss me out.
Chill, bro. Chill, bro. Please, bro.
Don't hit the fucking fire.
Please, okay, please, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. Bro, I'm a kid, bro. Please.
Apologize.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
You're gonna cuss me the fuck out.
All right, bro.
In the middle of the
No, bro. Please, bro. Please,
Get me back to my
bro.
boat.
Okay. Please.
Fucking apologize.
I'm sorry, bro. That was not me, bro.
Yes, it was,
I know I
motherfucker.
was here, but my buddy was
Take
on the
me
boat.
back to my
Yes,
fucking
sir.
boat.
I'm a kid, bro. Please,
I
bro.
don't care. You don't cuss me
Yes,
the fuck
sir.
out.
All right.
And talk shit to me, motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
You don't do it.
I'm sorry, man. I wasn't like cussing you out,
Yes,
though, bro.
you were, dude.
I was driving the boat.
Did
Okay.
you not call me a fucking faggot?
No, bro.
Yes,
that
you
was
did,
that was
motherfucker.
my friend on the. Okay, I'm
Okay,
sorry, bro.
That was your friend on the boat.
I'm sorry, bro.
You and your motherfucking friend are look at it and come
Yes,
on your
sir.
friend and fuck you both up.
Yes, sir.
Do it again and watch what fucking happens.
Get back on this boat.
The fucking do it again.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I appreciate y'all, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Fuck with the wrong motherfucker, man.
Bro, yes, sir.
I just thought that was fucking. You heard of road rage, right? What are we gonna call this? Water rage, boat rage, what?
Motherfucking needs to get some help, man. And where we were talking, like when we were looking at it, if this dude is a veteran, this makes all of us look bad. Like using this status, like, a badge to get out of shit, man. I've seen it before. It's like, I'm a fucking veteran. And it's like, yeah, we're fucking veterans too, but you ain't got to be a fucking douchebag about it just because you didn't get your fucking way.
Yeah. Especially if the motherfucker was a ranger, right? Like he's claimed to be, that he forgot, keep cool. The situation.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Being a combat veteran myself, I mean, that right there is why people have a bad stigma about veterans with PTSD. It affects just more than just what people think of you as far as regular society, but even just trying to get into a relationship, if somebody hears you have PTSD, they're gonna
they run for the hills.
They don't want nothing to do with you if you're a male and you have PTSD, from being overseas and stuff like that. And if he was a ranger, his training failed him. He should have been able to hold in his anger and feelings and stuff and brush that shit off. I mean,
But if he did serve or die Iraq and Afghanistan, right? Then if he truly does have PTSD, he needs to get some fucking help. Bless him.
Yeah. You know what's fucked up too? He's talking about lights, and that kid has his stern fucking light still plugged in. He doesn't have his shit. I would have taken off from the guy and called the Coast Guard.
And he's lucky that kid wasn't packing too.
Yeah, because that's in Florida, man. He could have got fucking smoked right there.
But that kid should just pushed him in the water too, man, when he jumped on his boat. Oh, fuck you.
Well,
Get off.
Somebody jumping on your boat, we all know about that. You're like, holy fuck, dude, you're not expecting that shit.
Well, and that's a stand your ground, state. You don't have to retreat, and you can just lay down lead and you're imperfectly, and he had the video proof, that to me is that's a clear case of self-defense if I ever saw one, And
even if that kid wasn't carrying a gun, right? Carry a fucking knife with you. Stab that motherfucker come on that boat.
Yeah, if you're fishing, you got one.
Yeah.
Yeah, goddamn fillet knives are no joke, man.
Hell yeah.
But if the guy is a ranger, you never know. I mean, it probably he could have killed the kid. Again, it depends on his training and everything, and how far he's willing to take it. Yeah. But at the same time, I can guarantee you, if that was me, he'd have been floating.
Yeah.
No question about it.
And then, like we said, man, it goes back to, making veterans look bad. You see all this stolen valor shit, and then you have people who say, that may be, and then they do that kind of shit, and then it goes viral. And you're like, see, look at these veterans, it kills, all of that work that everybody does all the time.
Well, it's like, you see it in stores and restaurants, right? When they offer military discount. I've seen this here in Missouri. This one guy's at Applebee's one day. What was it, Veterans Day or some bullshit right there? They wouldn't give him his free meal because he could not prove he was a vet. He didn't have his D-214, didn't have nothing from the VA, none of that bullshit, right? Then he threw a fit. I went up there and told him, I said, dude, knock your shit off. I said, if you are a vet, then you're making the rest of us fucking look bad, motherfucker.
Yeah. It's the old adage, man. You do 100 good things and it only takes one bad thing for everybody to fucking remember.
Yeah. It's
only takes one shit to
Go ahead, Mick.
I was gonna say back in the day, they say it only takes one oh shit to fuck up 100 attaboys.
Yeah, that's 100% true right there. Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, and so the update to that is it looks like he lost his license to be a captain, and there's probably going to be, like I said, a lawsuit coming down the pipeline on that
He
guy.
was also charged. Let's see if I can get it up here. He was charged with something, assault or something bullshit. So he's still in jail unless he made bail. Oh,
Good. That's where he should be for threatening fucking people on the water.
Yeah.
And then fucking going on. It's like your house, man, or your car. Fucking boat doesn't change.
And the Coast Guard is investigating it too.
Good. Should be.
Yeah, because technically, I mean, that should be, you should be able to get a federal charge off of that even for getting onto somebody else's boat. That's considered piracy. I mean, I mean, it just depends on how far you want to push it.
Yeah, because I mean, he basically almost did it by force. I mean, you don't see any means, but he boarded the fucking vessel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
before you board anybody's fucking fishing boat, I don't care if it's on the ocean, the fucking lakes, fucking rivers, you always ask permission before you come aboard. Always.
Yeah. I mean, that's why the Navy does it. You know, you gotta ask permission to come aboard your own ship, you know?
Well, there was one ship that let a bunch of us on there one night. We so fucking hammered.
That's a whole nother story there. But
it ain't the only time either.
I don't know what the hell they were thinking when they allowed that to happen, but because they were sober, they were the sober ones.
And we did ask for permission to come aboard. They said, okay, great.
That's why our dumbasses had stickers on our IDs.
Yeah, what ship you belong to.
Fuck, I don't remember. I got ship's crest on my ID.
The Fifers fucking everything up for everybody again.
Fucking the Huns from the north, baby.
Yeah. But no, I mean, to me, like I said, that could be a piracy charge from the Coast Guard even. I mean, it wasn't international waters, but you can have piracy within international, you know, within national waters and international waters. I think personally, that dude needs the full brunt of the fucking law thrown at him because, you know, whether that's a kid or an adult, it doesn't really matter. You know, that's a precedence right there that you don't want to allow to happen again. And, you know, if these guys can see this happening, I mean, what gives them, you know, what's going to stop them, you know? And I think the Justice Department and everything else that I think they really need to look at this case, because this is, as far as I know, the first real public case of this that I've seen at least. And I think they need to make an example out of this guy really fast.
Well, yeah, I mean, you go down to, you know, any major city, man. You go hop in the back of somebody's car when they're sitting at the stoplight, fucking see how far that gets you. I mean, a boat ain't no different, you know.
Yeah.
But that kid in the video that happened to, he says he's a kid, right? He was 22. Technically, he's not a kid.
Oh man, don't give me that shit.
I'm a kid. I'm a kid. You can buy boots.
You ain't no kid no more. Dude, I was out of the Navy by the time I was 23 after 6 years of service. You ain't no goddamn kid no more.
Right. Yeah.
And that goes down to the parents raising these weak ass fucking kids too, especially men. You know, that kid should have had some fucking backbone. I mean, he tried to take away, right? Tried to drive, you know, go away, but he let that guy get too close to his fucking boat. You know.
Yeah, I don't think he realized though that guy was gonna jump across. You know, I mean, that was kind of he was slowly making his way towards him, and I don't think the kid realized it till it was too late. Sorry, not kid, man, because he's 22. So
yeah, but he should have now. Now he needs to take that lesson and not never let anybody get close to his boat again that he does not know. Period.
Yep. Unless you're okay with it, you know. And that's. I mean, again, there's a reason why the Navy, you know, they request permission to go alongside other ships. You know, and have ships come alongside.
Sometimes we do, not always though. Not always.
Not always, but I mean that's a courtesy that should be extended,
especially when we're fucking with the Russians at certain times.
Well, yeah.
Gotta love the Russians, man.
Yep. Old Delp said, I just got out of bed working graveyard.
Ooh, fun.
Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy though. I could never it's just, if you can't control your emotions like that, that's pretty bad.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is controlling your emotions. Like, if you're coming out of combat, like we talked about PTSD, you need to get that shit in check, man. Before you get somebody killed or yourself killed, or in this case, he's going to fucking jail. So if he's on benefits, VA disability, I was reading that the other day. They'll pause that shit, man. They'll put that shit on hold.
You can actually lose it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go to jail for so many days, whether it's VA benefits or like Social Security disability, you go to jail for so many days, they kick you the fuck off.
Yeah, you can lose it. Now,
and it's very hard to get those benefits back too after you get out of jail.
Yeah, I mean, now will he lose it? Probably not, but I mean, there is a possibility it could happen.
But we don't know if he's getting VA benefits either. We don't know.
Right.
But
I can tell you his community won't really like him too much.
Nope.
No.
If he truly is a Ranger, yeah, they'll fucking shut his ass.
Yeah,
they did that to Mr. Ballin on the SEAL side. When he came out and started making a name for himself, they got fucking butt hurt. I don't know if Sean Ryan's gotten any problem. You know, Thumper, if he's gotten any flack?
He's gotten some flack because he's spoken out against the community, the special forces community, the special warfare community of especially the Navy, about drug use and stuff like that. The psychedelics and speed and stuff like that. He's gotten some flack for that, but he handles it pretty well. He hasn't gotten in any major trouble as far as his losing his temper or anything. I know he suffered from PTSD pretty bad and was an alcoholic and drug addict, and he talks about that on his show a lot. And the treatment he went through down in, I want to say it was either Central America or South America. He did some psychedelics that kind of reset him, and he hasn't touched that stuff since. And yeah, he was in like a downward spiral. He talks about it quite often, actually, very open about it, and it's kind of cool to see that other people struggle and they can recover and become productive members again and not have their demons affect them that much, and I mean, I've gone through some intense treatment for my PTSD and stuff, and you always kind of feel it at the back of your head, in the back of your brain, and you can kind of feel it wanting to bubble up every once in a while, especially when you go through like stressful things like I'm going through right now with a divorce. But it's crazy. I got mad one time through this divorce, and it was because she hijacked my Discovery Plus app, and I pay for that shit through my Verizon account. And I asked her what the password was so I could change the email address because she had it going to her, and she changed it, but didn't change it right. And then when I said, you messed it up, and you didn't do what I asked, she told me she's done helping me and to figure it out. So I blew up because I was pissed. But I was in my bedroom by myself, and I had to yell, let it out, and then I calmed myself back down because
over fucking Discovery Plus.
Over fucking Discovery Plus, dude. This whole time I've been chill. I've been making jokes about it. Like, I just spent the last week by myself in my house. My son was at his mom's house, and so it's my first time being alone in my house for a week straight again since before we met, and that was 10 years ago. So I haven't been alone for 10 years basically. And so the one time I get mad during this divorce is over a fucking Discovery Plus app. And what's funny is I got it taken care of within probably 10 minutes. And I got it back and I got my Disney Plus back and my Hulu and all that shit. But it was just the point that she said she was done helping me and to figure it out when I didn't want her to fucking help me. I just wanted my fucking password so I can get into my app because I wanted to watch Gold Rush, God damn it, and I couldn't fucking watch it, so I got pissed.
Well, it actually started before then. You remember when you was on the phone going driving?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I said, "Woosah, Brett, woosah."
Well, see, when I drive, I'm already on edge, so it doesn't take much to get me up there, you know, because driving for me is rough because of all the shit that's happened. I mean, hence my fucking background. So any little fucking thing will set me off a little bit. But the thing is I reel it in, and it's only really when I'm by myself, you know? Like, it's funny because I'll scream inside my car at somebody, but I'm not going to roll down the window or get out or, you know.
You're not going to pull Kavanaugh and Cav and fucking get out of the vehicle and start beating their ass.
Yeah, no. You know, I've learned coping mechanisms over the many years I've been in therapy. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You know, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I get fucking pissed and I got to yell. But
well, you do know Max is the same thing, has the same show as Discovery Plus, right?
So he has that one.
Because Max did and Discovery Plus merged. You do know that,
I know.
Right?
She has that app. I don't have that one anymore.
I mean,
I use that for my.
That was remote signed out of my devices. Yeah. So I got my Discovery Plus back. I got
but
my.
The thing is, all that shit been building up, and you finally you got to your breaking point right there.
It basically it pushed me over the edge, but it wasn't like I really am not really that worried about everything else that's happening. You know, the shit that she took, I was like, yeah, you know what? I can replace it later on. I don't fucking care. Like, just take it. If that's really what you want to do, take it. And I know why she's taking a lot of the stuff because she doesn't need it. She wants to make it inconvenient for me, you know? So that's all it was. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I can survive. You know, I've done it before. So,
well, don't feel bad. I had one of those moments the other night because I got the ham thawed out, right? Just got it thawed out. I was gonna do a late night smoke on the bitch, right? Got Big Red up the tip, got everything seasoned, and I was gonna take a picture for y'all as soon as I got on the smoker, right? Got out the door, my ankle fucking rolled, and the ham went whoosh.
No.
Yes.
No.
And I was fucking pissed. I chucked that motherfucker to the neighbor's yard, and I'm surprised no one called the cops. I was like, oh. That was the most expensive fuck up I've ever had cooking, ever. Because that ham was $158 with shipping. Oh, Nick, that was that it was AG free pork, right? For people who have alpha gal. What they did is they started this in like 2001, right? Developing, taking the AG, alpha gal, shit out that's sugar molecule out of them for like medical use, right? For organ use, people that have it, right?
Yeah.
Figured out, well, we need to do something with this meat. So they've been selling it, right, to people that have alpha gal or giving it away. Some companies give it away for free. Well, I finally found it where I get my emu and ostrich and duck from. They just had a ham, but it's expensive, $9.50 a pound.
Oof.
But it's a fucking special fucking hog, so it's gonna be up there because the supply's not there.
Right.
For it. And dude, I was like, mother, and it was about a 14-pound ham, like 13.54, right? Yeah, that's why it cost so much. I was like, motherfucker. I told little Tate, he's like, no. I said, yeah.
Oof.
So, it wasn't ruined, was it? Like,
well, see, it hit the concrete, right? The back porch. Well, I've had ice salt, salt down there for winter time, right?
Yeah.
And a bunch of other shit, right? That's probably in the concrete, right? So I'm not gonna fucking try to eat that, wash it off, right? Now, if it had been in the house, right, that'd be a different story.
mean, you could wash it off, rinse it off, and re-season it. It'd be fine.
No, ever since I got the Alpha Gale right, I will not, even if it's fucking 2 seconds, right, on the kitchen floor, dog can have it.
Really?
Yeah. I've kind of become a germaphobe, but not really, about things.
It's not like you fucking dropped it onto a cow, I mean, fuck.
I know, but still, I was like, fuck, I chucked that motherfucker. A little taste like, man, he said, you could have washed that off.
No, like a waiting, man. A little floor spice makes everything nice.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I've dropped my steaks, taking them out to the fucking open pit barbecue, and I'm like, fuck it. I don't even wash them off. I just brush them off and fucking throw them on the grate.
That's the way I used to be, right? Unless the dog jumped up there and fucking licked them,
You got some of them fuckers that put a steak directly on the fucking coals, man. Just blow the dust off, lay it on the coals, and call it good.
I mean, I cook right directly on the coals, so I mean it burns everything off, and no AG should fucking last, Gilly, through that. You should be good.
That you can't kill on the beef. You can't kill that AG molecule. Cannot. You cannot cook it out.
The thing is it's not like you got fucking cows around your fucking house, like.
Well, I know, but I'm saying it's. We know it's AG-free pork, right? But still, man, that's the most expensive fuck up I've ever had.
Yeah.
You said $150 for that fucking ham?
It was $128, then $30.
Owie.
Hold it.
Hey, real quick, I don't know if you guys remember these shirts. I don't know if you can see it. Damn it.
Can't see you.
Does it look like a Humvee?
Looks like an old PT shirt.
Yeah. So this one has my stencil on it from 1998. This is my boot camp PT shirt. I still have it. It's this is the one that was actually fucking given to me in boot camp, issued to me. It's got the stenciling on the bottom. Hang on, I'll show you. Hang on, let me fucking go to none background so my fucking camera doesn't go away. And then, so the stenciling, I don't know, can you see it?
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah. That's real shit right there, man. That's from fucking 1998.
Can't believe you kept that. Fuck.
I can't believe it either.
You must have left that at your mom's after you got home from boot camp, didn't you?
No, actually, I've had it here. I mean, I've worn it and stuff. It's in really good condition. Dude, it's like, it's not peeling. This is the kind of shit that they need to go back to, because I have no holes in this fucking thing. It's not peeling. It's still white. It's not yellow. It still has my fucking stencil on it. This was boot camp. I still have boot camp uniforms, my dress blues and everything.
Well, I still got my uniforms, my dress blues, dress whites, yeah.
I think I still have a pair of dungarees, the old school.
I know Rocky's got a pair of the old dungarees because I've seen him wear them on Facebook.
I was gonna say he fucking wears them just because.
That's the one thing I wish I would have kept, was the old school dungarees instead of just throwing them out.
Mine went through crossing the line.
Yeah, I had a pair that was gone. Yeah, because of that. Well, 2 pairs. Well, yeah, because the other one, so I wore. No, it was just 1 pair, because the other times, the multiple times I crossed, I was in my fucking coveralls after that.
Yeah, because they were issuing them out because they were phasing them out. So we all got, because I went 99. They gave us a pair just to get inventory out before they fucking phased it out for the utilities.
Yeah, see, I had all dungarees.
See, you know how a lot of people had their shit stenciled, right? All the dungarees, right?
Yeah.
I didn't. I had my shit sold in, the name, the rank, everything sold in. Did that in Japan.
Yeah, and they started doing that. They started doing the name tapes and stuff instead of the stenciling. I was at that transition period in 98 when they were doing that, when they were going to the tapes instead of the stenciling on the dungarees. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh no, there's going to be a new uniform, and come 2000, everybody's going to have to wear them, and they're the utilities. And I was looking at them motherfuckers. I'm like, you look like a gas station attendant, And then fucking they went to those, and those things were fucking garbage. And so I was so glad I didn't ever have to wear them. you know.
But I mean, we did that when this was '97. We didn't have a name tag, so we took it to a little Japanese seamstress that she would just do it for us, so it looked more professional versus that fucking stencil.
Hey, wasn't you with Chad when he got stopped by cops because they had their dungarees on?
Yeah.
Fucking underneath his Ranger, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought you guys were fucking convicts and shit.
I mean, technically, we could fucking wear them. We just couldn't stop anywhere.
Yeah.
When you got off base, you better not get out of your car with them. And they did. The cop thought we was fucking convicts.
Man, I seen a kid in his full PT uniform in the commissary today. I was like, you can wear your PT gear in here now? Like the jumpsuit, the track suit they're giving out now. I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah. They do.
Yeah, one of the things my wife never let me live down is, for whatever reason, one day I don't remember, the wife picked me up from the base and I was in my dungarees. And I was having a shit-ass fucking day. I was already fucking angry, right? And we go through the fucking drive-through at Jack in the Box. And I get to the parking lot, and they fuck my food up. I'm like, God fucking damn it. I'm irrationally angry, right? And this just kicks me up a notch. I just tell the wife, like, take this bag, go in there, tell them to get it fucking right, And she's in her pajamas because she's just driving to come get me and take me home. But I'm in my dungarees. I can't go out of the fucking vehicle legally, technically. So she's like, why the hell are you going? Because I can't fucking do it wearing this fucking uniform without. Now she's all pissed off. She goes in the Jack in the Box wearing her fucking pajamas to get my food that wasn't right instead of me just fucking calming down and just eating it, wrong or not. So yeah, man, those uniforms not being able to be worn outside, man, that causes problems from time to time. She still hasn't let me live that down, by the way.
She probably ain't going to either.
No,
but now women wear their pajamas everywhere now. So that's it now.
Well, not just women. I see guys all the time wearing fucking pajamas.
Hey, I've been known to wear my pajama bottoms, right? My flip flops with a tank top on, go down the Eagle stop down the way. If I need some chew or some beer, I'm not been able to do that.
I can't imagine the kids that I see come out of high school when I pick Liam, because Liam will do it every once in a while too. But there's a lot of kids that come out in pajama pants, man, and like hoodies.
I won't even let my son leave the house in like gym shorts, like basketball shorts, or like warm up pants. I won't even let him leave the house in those. He has to put on jeans or regular shorts or khakis or something. I won't allow it. I don't. You're not going out looking like you're gonna fucking take a nap somewhere. Sorry. I'm strict like that, man. I still have that military bearing and shit, and I don't allow it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you got to figure, like, I did, 14 in, plus I did the contracting stuff, and we could kind of fucking do whatever we wanted, but I still wore fucking nice clothes on base, and I'd see these fucking soldiers running around in their fucking PT uniforms looking like fucking shit. And I'm like, you guys need to be in fucking uniform if you're going to be walking around. That shit looks fucking horrible.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like when I went in the commissary, I was just floored. Like, I'm like, am I one of those old motherfuckers that try yelling at people not in uniform? Like,
not even
old man yells at the sky.
Not even in anymore. And you're like, hey, shit, mate, fucking what the fuck are you doing?
What's that insurance commercial? Don't be like your old man, right?
Yeah. Don't be
what's that? You're turning to your parents.
Oh, that was a rant I was on the other night. Was fucking boomers, man. I'm getting tired of seeing these fucking boomer videos of the Karens now. It's like, motherfucker, just go away. Go take your retirement and leave everybody else the fuck alone. Oh, it was driving me nuts seeing some of those videos.
Yeah.
I went up to
live in a society where there's no consequences for running your mouth, and that's kind of the major problem here,
Yeah, well, like old Mike Tyson said, you want to run your mouth till you get punched in the mouth.
Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
That's what
I went up to Chicago when I was married to my son's mom, and we were up there in North Chicago, and we took the train in, and I was still in. I was a recruiter at the time, but I was in civvies, and I didn't like look the part, and I was on the train coming back, and this fucking kid was drunk as shit, just being mouthy as fuck. And I told my wife at the time to take our daughter and go, off to the side. And I snatched that dude up so fast and fucking yanked him off the fucking train when we got there. And everybody was like, "Who the fuck do you think you are?" And then I pulled out my fucking ID and I said, do we really need to have this conversation? And they were like, "Oh, well, we'll get him back." And I'm like, yeah, because there was people like he was getting ready to get into fucking fights and shit. I hate motherfuckers like that. And they were just sloppy as fuck. And like, they weren't even close to what we were, like as far as like yeah, we got in fights and shit, but it wasn't with civilians a lot of times. It was other shit,
Fucking jarheads in Tijuana.
Yeah. Or other ships and stuff, it was just, or each other. Fucking,
yeah.
But these guys were like, they were out just trying to fucking cause problems, like just major fucking problems.
See, and that goes back to what we're talking about, the veteran guy. Like, fucking shit like that fucking gives us a bad name yet again. I mean, it's fine if you're doing it like on base or wherever we went to with our own people, but when you're trying to fight civilians, man, it fucking ruins more shit for everybody.
Yep.
And that goes to remind me when I got the fucking Norfolk fucking signs. Dogs and sailors keep off the fucking grass.
They still fucking got them out in the country. I told you to take the bypass.
I asked one of the bartenders, I said, "Why the fuck are there signs saying sailors keep all the grass along with the dogs?" They're like, "You'd be surprised how many sailors end up in those fucking yards passed out drunk." I was like, "What?" I was like,
I believe it. I believe it. My grandfather had a rough time out here when he was a submariner. The housing outside of Gate 4 that's now civilian housing, that was military housing, and they stayed there. And it was rough for him and my grandmother, so far back during the Korean conflict. It was, man. Fucking Virginia hates sailors. They always have and they always will, which is fucked up because in California, I got so much fucking love while I was there.
Yeah.
Compared to fucking Virginia. Florida's not bad.
The only problem I had in fucking San Diego was getting off the fucking train right there on 32nd Street the wrong time of night. Where the little Mexican gangs will try to roll you. You get a couple punches in, then you head right for the base. Boom. Yep.
Yeah, because everybody was coming back from 30 fucking, Tango Lima, man, Trophy Lounge.
Fucking exactly. Trophy Lounge. Oh my God.
Fucking Westpac Widow hangout, man.
Yeah.
That place was fucking terrible.
It was bad.
Some of the best bars are the most shittiest bars out there. Right?
I'm not talking like interior wise and shitty wise. I'm just talking about the women that were there.
Oh hell, fuck! When you're drunk, it don't matter. Fuck. When you're drunk, it don't matter.
There's a ship.
Dude, if you want to find yourself a proper fucking ditch pig, go to the Anchor down in Port Hueneme.
That too, yes, yes. I moved out of Port Hueneme. That was one place we had to go to do our processing paperwork before we went to Iraq. So I went down to Fort Bliss, but then we went to Port Hueneme, and then we went back to Bliss and flew out of Bliss over to Iraq. And the Anchor, that's a whole nother ball game there.
Yeah. The Skanker and Port Who Needs Me.
That's a CB fucking base, man. With just a couple piers, man. They had an experimental ship there when I was there, but that was in 06.
Well, was they trying to fucking reproduce the Philadelphia experiment?
Oh, it was
that. Oh, we had a fucking engineering party on there on the Fife after you guys were gone. We stopped in there. Was it on the Fife? Yeah, because Roan was there. So when Adrian got ass ended when she was pregnant with Dylan.
Oh shit!
We were there at Port Hueneme. I had to take a phone call from her, and at that time, remember, like your family didn't come in your sea bag, so I couldn't get back to help her. Washington State. She fucking almost lost him because of that shit.
If they wanted you to have a wife, they would have issued one.
Yeah,
and the boot camp and your sea bag.
You know, I've made that conversation in my class, my college class this time around for communications and shit. And you'll hear the professor right back like, that's crazy. I'm like, we're talking 24 years ago. You weren't even born yet, bro. Fucked up your professor's fucking younger than you've been in the military, you know?
That's fucking nuts, dude.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get a drink.
It is
that's
crazy.
what I
It's
remember.
crazy.
I remember the RDC saying that shit. Don't get married. Don't marry no fucking strippers, right? Because all these motherfuckers get out of boot camp, right? Go to A school, right? Or whatever. Then they fucking get hooked up with a hooker. Then they end up married a bitch.
Yeah, man. When I was in A school, dude, we had this one kid, fucking barracks officer. It's like called him front and center out there in the courtyard in A school, and like, yeah, this lady's got a question for you. And this fucking hot little like Asian stripper fucking comes strutting up in a tight dress and fucking proposes to him. And I'm just like, man, that's a TRICARE hunter, dude. Like, even at my stupid horny ass fucking 19-year-old age, I'm like, you know what? This guy is toast. He is so screwed. He doesn't even know it.
That is what is classified as a dependopotamus.
Well, she wasn't the potamus yet. She was pretty hot, but she was probably.
But they always turn into hippopotamuses. They always, not always.
She had about 3 years, give or take.
But I'll say 95% of them, I mean, you'll meet them, they'll be nice and skinny, right? Or have a good figure, right? Not fat. But as soon as they get that fucking check coming in, they can stay home, eat bombs all day, then they give them like 300 fucking pounds.
Watching The View while they're at it, too. Everybody.
And those are the worst ones, right? Because you'll be going, be going to, you know who my husband is? Especially once they make E7 or above, right?
Fuck, I can't stand that shit. I told Adrian that shit when I made chief. Don't you fucking dare fucking say my husband's a fucking chief and use that bullshit.
Yep.
And she did. She wouldn't.
Because when I got there was always this one, and she was a full bird captain's wife, right? And every time you'd see her coming through the gate, right? I'd be walking past the gate, and she'd be like, "You guys salute me, because this right here, you know, the stickers." He's like, "Bitch, I ain't gotta salute you." He said, "Your husband I got to, but not you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, I was in San Diego a little while back. I think it was when I was teaching back in 2011 at EWTG Pack over there. And they had an admiral like rolling through the base, and like nobody fucking saluted him at 32nd Street. Threw a fucking conniption fit, right? And this guy was from DC. So you know how the East Coast shit is. And he fucking died, dude, like, and just went off on the base CO. And next thing you know, there's this huge memo that comes out about fucking saluting people on this base. And, you know, but people were used to it because at EWTG packs where the SEALs are, EOD, you know, a lot of those guys, and they don't like being saluted, especially the officers. They're like, put your fucking hand down, and they keep right on walking. You know, those guys are walking around in their PT shorts, you know, their little skinny ass short brown fucking, you know, swim trunks, and they're fucking just doing that shit. And it was fucking hilarious. But that one guy threw